When I was 22, I packed all my bags, moved to a different country, and started this journey of traveling and self-discovery. I'm gonna tell you the full story of why I moved, how I got my dream job in a hostel in Italy with no prior experience or portfolio, how I got promoted to manage the place after 3 months I stayed there, and also how it all ended. But before we get into all of that, let me tell you some background first that is really important to understand the story. After finishing the army, I refused to take the trodden path for people my age, which is basically to just go straight to college. For years, I've known that I always wanted to try something different. I always wanted to create something and be independent. What exactly did I want to create? I had no idea. So me and my best friend got this crazy idea to just travel to the cheapest countries in Europe while studying programming, a topic that we were both passionate about. And we knew that in the worst case scenario, if all of our dreams would fail, we could always get a programming job, right? So I packed my bags, broke up with my girlfriend that I was in love with for 10 months, said goodbye to all my friends and family, and just left everything I had. Is this the part where the digital nomad gets passive income while he zips a mojito on the beach while being massaged by a beautiful Thai girl? Oh no, I wish. After about 2 weeks in Bulgaria, something started to change. My friends started having anxiety and sleeping problems, and long story short, in about 2 weeks after we got there, he just packed all his stuff and moved back to Israel. And there I was in this completely isolated place we chose in Bulgaria with no one but a horse and a dog to keep me company, and I just had no clue what am I supposed to do right now. After about 2 days, my girlfriend back in Israel heard that he left, and she called me to ask me whether I'm gonna come back and whether, maybe we can renew our relationship. And it was just so hard. I was so confused and completely lost. I heavily missed my girlfriend that I broke up with. I missed my parents and my friends. I did not really understand what I'm doing in this place with no one and nothing. And really, I just felt like a loser. I was just sinking into this flood of emotions and lostness and loneliness, and it just got so bad that at some point I was really considering just giving up and going back to Israel. And I decided to just walk. I walked for hours thinking about everything, about why I got there, about who am I, about my values, about why I broke up with my girlfriend. Why did I even start this journey? I just thought about my entire life up until this point. As I was staring into this river that I had outside my house, I just thought to myself, is this how it's gonna end? After so much time fantasizing about this trip, after breaking up with my girlfriend, with my parents, with all my friends, after telling social media that I was gonna be gone for about 1 year, am I just gonna give up after 3 weeks and after the first difficulties? No way. I literally got back home, opened Google, and just started searching for inspiration. The first problem was money. Now, when I was alone, the rent was double the price. I wanted to find a way that would keep me traveling for as long as I want without spending so much of my savings. I had no idea what I'm gonna do and what my dream is, so I didn't have a clue when will be the next time that I'll get paid. The second problem I had that was always going crazy from being so lonely. I did not speak the language. The place I was at just had 0 humans. And I just felt that I really needed someone to share this journey with. I just went online and searched jobs that digital nomads can do, and then I ran into this blog post that changed everything. They linked me to this website called Workaway, which has about 50,000 of those opportunities around the globe, which are people that are willing to exchange about 5 hours of your work for accommodation and food. So I thought to myself, I get to travel, to meet like-minded people, to have most of my expenses covered, and still have a few hours a day for my side hustle of programming. This was exactly what I was searching for. So I sent a bunch of those requests to places in Bulgaria. The next day, I got an interview for a hostel, and the day after that, I broke up with the dog and horse that were my only friends in the past 3 weeks and just left. As I got to the hostel, it felt like a paradise. I just felt so relieved, meeting so many amazing people from around the world. And with all that, I still had a few hours a day to pursue my side hustle of programming. But being the ambitious person that I am, after about 2 weeks, I understood that I'm wasting my time. I was spending almost 6 hours every day in the reception of the hostel, which basically meant nothing. And then I had this genius idea. What if I can combine my side hustle with the job? So I went back to Workaway and started searching for a job that will make me learn more programming. I found this billionaire in Workaway that innovated this technological farm in Spain. The next day he got me an interview and he was glad for me to join him. He was extremely smart and he built and sold multiple technological businesses over the years. And also he wanted me to build a website for him, which meant that I could learn more, be around this insanely successful person in this amazing farm that was so beautiful. So the next week I just booked a flight and moved once again. But since I was the only worker there and he was really busy, I spent most of my time with his sheep and his cat. I felt really lonely again. I did not know if I can even give up this amazing opportunity just because I felt lonely, but I was not happy at that point. Anyways, I decided to not give up and search for a better place. So I went back to Workaway and found this co-living place that needed me to design their website. The day after, I got another interview, and the week after, I flew this time to Italy. So did I finally find the perfect place that I was looking for that combines social life and meaningful work? No. The place was also really beautiful with a really nice owner, but since it was low season in the middle of the winter, there was no one in there. At this point, I really did not know what I was gonna do. I did not know whether I'm gonna find a place, if I should keep searching. I just felt so frustrated. I was moving from country to country, not knowing anyone, not having a clear purpose, and I just felt really lost. So at that time, I've had one of the most significant changes in my journey. I was reading a book called Show Your Work by Austin Kleon, and then I started to deeply reflect on why I was even so eager to learn programming. Like, what was the essence of it? Am I gonna use this thing for the next 20 years? Is this my dream? And then I realized that the only big reason that I was studying programming for most of the day is to have a safety net in case my actual dreams will fail. As I was reflecting, I understood that my deepest passion was always psychology and human behavior. So I thought that if somehow I could fulfill this dream of traveling while inspiring other people, helping them become more productive as I become more productive myself or something of that sort, that could be the best scenario possible for me. At this point, I wanted to find a job that would have social life and could teach me more about video editing, about marketing, about storytelling. So this time, instead of going to Workaway, I went to Hostel World. From all my traveling, I realized that hostels are probably the most social place on the planet. And I figured that every hostel probably needs marketing because it's a business. So I spent hours sending specific emails with suggestions to stuff that I can improve in the marketing of about 40 hostels, suggesting to work there for free because I just had no prior experience or portfolio. A few days gone by and nothing happened. My parents, which were always supporting me, started to doubt my plans. They said that I was just moving to country, nothing seems to work, I'm just spending my money. What is gonna happen if I'm just not gonna find a hostel that is willing to take me with no experience? Maybe I need to go back to Israel and learn marketing first or something like that. I knew they had a point, but giving up was not an option. I just told them, I don't know, I'll find something. I got back to Hostel World and Booking, expanded my search region, and basically sent an email to every hostel in Italy that looked normal. And after a few days, it happened. I got this call from a great hostel in Naples. I told them I'll just work for free for the first week or two, and the next day, I just took the train there and left. Getting to the hostel just felt like landing in heaven. I was meeting amazing people, playing ping pong, playing Just Dance, had amazing parties, homemade Italian food cooked for me, and I worked as the main content creator of the hostel. I instantly felt at home. After all this time, hopelessly moving between places, trying to find a place that could fulfill my potential, this was exactly what I needed. After about a month in the hostel, things got a little bit too good. This was a conservative Italian family hostel. And as I started getting paid for my work and as my influence in the hostel grew, the family started resenting me and be jealous. I could literally hear them talking in front of me in Italian and saying to the owner how I was ruining the hostel and ruining their family and saying all those bad stuff that I could not understand a single word from. I only knew that they were bad. But I did not give up. I knew that Alessandro appreciated my potential. So I built this master plan and sketched all of the marketing systems that the hostel needed to create at that time. I told him that I could use 7 more people, and I suggested to find them through Workaway. He agreed in the one condition that I would be completely in charge of this project. I would need to find those people, to interview them, to bring them here, and then to be completely in charge of their work. I was super excited. I felt that this was an amazing opportunity. I was just really driven to make the best out of it. So I opened a Workaway profile, put some of those amazing photos we had from the hostel, and we got about 150 requests in the first week. And for about 200 people interested, I interviewed about 30 and then I accepted 7. Those travelers flew to our hostel from all around the world, from Poland, from Netherlands, from England, from America, from Ireland. It was just amazing. And there I was, 22, 4 months after starting this journey, being the marketing manager of a successful hostel, managing the work of 7 people. We had an amazing time together. We threw a bunch of cool events. We created videos for the hostel. We built an amazing website, and we actually bumped the hostel rating while we were there from 7.7 to 8.5, which is spectacular. And then there was a problem. My visa was about to expire, so if I wanted to stay there, I would have to go back to Israel, renew my Spanish passport, which would take at least 1 month, and then go back there. So I told Alessandro that I need to go away for 1 month, and I offered him commit to coming back for 6 months, and in exchange, become an official manager of the hostel and to get double the salary. To my surprise, he actually agreed, and I was so happy. I said goodbye to everybody, went back home, and I was so motivated to come back there and prove my abilities as a manager of the hostel. Think the story happily ever after ends here? No. I still have to tell you how I lost the job. After I got to Israel, I was talking to all of the workers that I was in charge of, and things just took a turn. Alessandro started having problems with all the workers while I was gone, and about 10 days after I left, he just decided to fire all of them. I was really upset. I felt that everything that I've built in the past 3 months while I was there was just gone in 10 days. So after hearing all of this and not getting a clear explanation from him, I decided to give up that opportunity and stay home for a while. I truly believe every obstacle in our journey is either there to teach us something or as a stepping stone to something better. If I would have settled on any of the places in Bulgaria or Italy or Spain, I would have never gotten to the final place in Naples and experienced everything that I've experienced. I've had so many difficulties in those 6 months. I lost my plan 2 weeks after I got to Bulgaria. I felt so lonely and lost so many times. I was constantly moving. I didn't find my place. I didn't know when's the next time I'm gonna make money. I remember this time when I was trying to help a dog in this village in Italy that just had 3 puppies, and the day after there was a storm and I got back to see how they are and just saw that the puppies were dead. I remember this time that I was in Rome and I was going back from a party and I saw like 4 really scary mafia guys beating up this woman that looked so bad, and I couldn't do anything because I would probably get killed other than, you know, call the police and pray that they would help her somehow. I had so many ups and downs, so many decisions to make, so many questions, so many times I felt lost, and then so many times that I found myself. So much fun and so much people that I met, so many new perspectives. This journey was one of the most difficult ones I had, but that's exactly why it taught me so many things. And if I had to take away any of the struggles or the difficulties that I've been through, I wouldn't take any of it. This journey really taught me the importance of self-belief, of how you have no one else to rely on. All of my friends and family just thought that I was a loser that's gonna get lost while traveling, and at a lot of points I even started to believe them. And there was no one to pick me up or get me going other than myself. This journey also taught me how easy it is to do good and meaningful work when you do something that you love, when you do something that is aligned with your purpose and with your dream. All of those advice are so cliche and we heard them so many times, but traveling just taught me that it's all true. I'll make a future video analyzing deeply how I got this job with no experience or portfolio and how I got promoted to manage the place after only 3 months of staying there. But for now, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.